Shun was finally recognized as the successor of Virgo Shaka, but how will he become a legitimate gold saint in the Zeus saga? Did you know that there is a reason that transcends time and space? So that Shun of Andromeda, the kindest man in the world, would be the only one capable of inheriting the position of Virgo Gold Saint, surpassing even Shaka's power? Hello, Amazon Knights. Welcome to the channel. Always wanted to know, I'm Wes, and in today's video we're going to explore the rise of one of the most complex and powerful characters in Saint Seiya. Let's understand how that young man who hated fighting became the official successor of the most powerful gold lineage in the sanctuary. Shun will be the successor of the legendary knights Asmita, Shijima, and Shaka. So don't waste any time. Hit the like button and comment where you're watching this video from. Which region of Brazil has the most fans of Knights of the Zodiac? I want to know. And without further ado, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and let's get into this awesome video. To understand the weight of the Virgo armor on Shun's shoulders, we need to look back. The Virgo house has never been occupied by ordinary warriors. It is the refuge of men closest to God, beings who have reached the eighth sense, the Arayashiki, and who move between life and death. In the 18th century, during the Holy War, as told in the Lost Canvas, we had Asmita. He was blind from birth, but he saw the truths of the universe through his cosmos. Asmita was responsible for one of the greatest achievements in the history of the sanctuary. He sacrificed his life to create the Rosary of 108 beads, the only artifact capable of sealing the souls of Hades' specters and preventing them from being resurrected. Without Asmita, victory against the underworld would be impossible. He set the standard of sacrifice and wisdom that Shun would come to inherit in the future, even back in the 18th century. But in the official timeline of Next Dimension, we find Shijima. We find, known as the Silent Man. To accumulate cosmos, Shijima kept himself in speech deprivation, communicating only through telepathy. He was the guardian who protected baby Athena Sari, who went back to the past. He protects her against the betrayal of the Grand Master Cardinali of Pisces, proving that Virgo's loyalty is unshakable, even in the face of certain death. And of course, we can't forget Shaka, Shun's predecessor as the Virgo saint. Shaka was the first of the modern era to awaken the eighth sense among the gold saints. He mastered terrifying techniques such as the Treasure of the Heavens, which removes the opponent's 5 senses. Shaka saw in Shun a successor to his power and legacy, but the transition of Shun to the House of Virgo did not happen in a simple way. This happens as a recognition of merit, coming from the cosmos itself, from his predecessors in Next Dimension, during Shun's journey through the past. He arrives at the House of Virgo and encounters the spiritual projection of Shijima. However, at that moment, Shaka's spiritual projection appeared to confront Shijima. At one point, Shaka declares before Shijima that Shun is the legitimate heir to the Virgo cloth, Shijima. When testing Shun's cosmos, he realizes that Shun possesses a level of kindness and power that surpasses that of the gods. Shaka entrusts Shun the fate of Athena, sealing there the official recognition that the Andromeda Saint is now, by divine right, the future saint, the Gold Saint of Virgo. And also in the sagas Episode G Assassin and Episode G Requiem, which explore an alternate future and dimensional travels. We see Shun, now an adult and fully established as the Gold Saint of Virgo. Here, he doesn't just use the traditional Buddhist techniques. He fused the power of Virgo with his Andromeda chains, which are now made of pure light and cosmic energy. Shun is respected as one of the most powerful beings in existence, capable of healing allies and destroying deities. With a simple expansion of his cosmos, he became the perfect balance between destruction and salvation. And in the Episode G Requiem saga, he also becomes the new god of the underworld, but that's a topic for another video. Now we're entering unknown and also exciting waters. The end of Next Dimension left us on the edge of our seats. To save the knights from divine death, Saori accepted Apollo's punishment. The memories of all the bronze knights were erased. They don't remember Athena, their battles, or the cosmos. Currently, Shun lives as a simple florist on the streets of Greece. He is an ordinary, kind man who takes care of his plants and smiles. But the cosmos cannot be erased forever. It is the energy of the soul. The theory is that the saga of Zeus will begin with the call of destiny. Maybe an Olympian threat will descend to Earth, Or maybe the soul of Shaka who resides in Nirvana will start to whisper. Imagine Shun taking care of his flowers, when suddenly he senses a scent that doesn't belong to this world. The fragrance of the Salajam trees. Through dreams or visions, he will begin to recover fragments of his battles. The key to awakening his lost memories will be the love for his brothers and for Athena. When he sees one of his friends in danger, Apollo's seal will be cracked by Shun's sheer willpower. This will probably happen at some point with Seiya since he and Shun are in Greece. But there's a problem. The Virgo armor was reduced to dust by Thanatos in the Elysian fields. So how will Shun be a gold saint without armor? And the strongest theory is the one about blood and color resonance. As we know, Athena's blood, which is ichor, divine, bathed the bronze cloths before, and with that, Shun has already manifested the divine cloth. So now Shun won't need a blacksmith like Mu. He will manifest the Virgo cloth through cosmic alchemy, by raising his cosmos to the highest level or to the ultimate sense. The particles of the old cloth scattered throughout the universe will respond to his command. So the fragments of the Virgo cloth will go to Shun with this call, and Sayori will drop a drop of her divine blood onto these remains of the cloth. Therefore, the Virgo cloth will end up rebuilding itself into an even more powerful version, possibly even reaching the form of the gold cloth, Divine Virgo, which will shine with a golden light. But what will be Shun's power level in the fight against Zeus and the Olympian gods? Guys, Shun has the potential to be the strongest saint who has ever set foot on Earth. Unlike Shaka, who needed to accumulate Cosmo by closing his eyes, Shun has a natural reservoir of energy that was able to host the soul of Hades. If he manages to fully master the eighth sense and combine it with the Virgo techniques, he won't just remove the gods' senses, he'll be able to purify their souls. In the battle against Olympus, Shun won't just be a warrior, he'll be the peacemaker. His technique, the nebula storm, could be refined to a galactic scale, controlling the flow of energy of the universe itself. He will be able to face high-ranking angels and deities, like Artemis or even Apollo himself, using the philosophy that true victory does not come from the death of the enemy, but from the end of a conflict. Shun of Andromeda, the heir of Virgo, walked a thorny path to blossom as Athena's brightest guardian. He proved that kindness is not weakness, but the highest form of his strength. But what about you? What do you think of this evolution? Do you believe that Shun the florist will recover his memories on his own? Or will another knight have to awaken him? And about the Virgo armor, should it come back with a classic design? Or do you prefer a completely new and divine version for the Zeus saga? Leave your opinions and theories in the comments. I want to know what true Seiya fans think about the future of this saga. And as always, guys, thanks for watching this video until the end, and see you next time. Burn your cosmos to infinity.